All right, I've been meaning to make this video for a little bit now. So as you all know, I've released the Skyline Automation Toolkit, and I've shown some examples of what we can do. Here, I also want to show the reasons why it exists, which is the fixing piece, right? So if you install Skyline, right, Automation Toolkit, here's what you can do, right? So this is Skyline-fixer. I've shown you a little example of this, right? Last but not least, right, if you do a KB list, you're going to find out all of the fixes that are currently available within Skyline-fixer. So let me also show you this. What I've done was I've downloaded a few examples of the findings CSVs, right, from Skyline Advisory. Among the things are the snapshots, the NTP settings, which you've seen myself do it, you've seen Kelsey do it, but this is all incorporated within the Skyline Automation Toolkit. And then last but not least, I'm going to do a vSphere upgrade scenario, okay? So let's start off with the snapshots, right? So as you can see, this is the machine that has too many snapshots, and I'm sure if you take a look into your Skyline Advisory, right, and you have snapshots within your environment, one of the findings will bubble up, right? So here's how it works, right? And then you point it to the finding of choice. And for us, for this one, is I want the snapshot one. As soon as you do, what it says is, oh, by the way, for that particular server, right, which is the vCenter, here's the VM that's affecting, here's the KB article, and the detail is it's going to clean off all your snapshots. We can set it so that way it cleans all the snapshots except for 3. We can do a lot of things, but for this example, I just want to showcase that, you know, hey, it could delete the snapshot. So by doing that, what happens is, as soon as you say yes, if you say no, it's just going to stop. But if you say yes, what it's going to do is it's going to connect into the vCenter, and then it's going to delete the snapshot. There you have it. It's starting the process. And if you take a look over there, it did that, right? So next, what it's going to do, or what we're going to do, is let's take a quick look at NTP. You've seen us do examples of PowerShell, you know, fixing the problem, right? Guess what? It's the same code. The slight difference is it's incorporated into here, right? So here, if you take a look for a second, right, it's disabled, it's stopped, there's no NTP server whatsoever. So if we were to do that one, right, once again, vCenter, ESX, KB article, here is the NTP server configuration. Do you want to continue? So we say yes. And as you can see, it's starting the service. Now, in order for it to start the service, obviously, it has to plug in the information. So you can take a look, pool, right? It's running and it's enabled, all right? So last but not least, let's take a quick look at our update manager, right? For here, it's update manager because it's running 6.7, right? But in reality, it could be anything. So let me delete this. So as you can see, right now, I just have the basic, you know, critical patches and non-critical patches, right? So that's that. If we were to do the same exact thing, this time, let's find this one, right? Can't execute. Oh, maybe it's the other one. vSAN, interesting. Okay, once again, vCenter server, ESX server. Here's the KB article, and the fix is it's gonna configure baselines. So most people, they think that, you know, this script is gonna do an automatic update. It does not. What it does is, and I'll show you in 1 second as soon as I say yes. What it does is it grabs these particular bundles, right? That gets downloaded from your update manager. That is correlating to this particular KB article, right? So if you click on the KB article, it says, oh, here are the problems. Here is the fix for this particular ESX server 6.5. Here's the version that the patch has been made available. If you're writing 6.7, here's the patch that's made available. If this has 7.0 as well, you will see that, there's another bundle within 7.0. All right. So as soon as you see that, now let's take a look. What it does, oops. It looks like it's still doing something. Okay, so let's take a look again. If we go back to the baseline, we'll see that, hey, there's a new baseline that showed up, right? That baseline, as you can see, that's the bundle that I mentioned earlier on, right? And then, of course, last but not least, if we take a look at this particular ESX server that it's tied to, you'll see that, hey, the bundle, the baseline is sitting there. It already did the scan, and you're not compliant. What this does for you, of course, is it sets up the bundle it sets the baseline based on the bundle, ties to the ESX server based on your CSV file. So I'm showing you this example for one ESX server, but imagine if you've got 5, 10, 20 ESX servers. It has just prepped the work for you. Also imagine if this was multiple vCenters. It literally went to every single vCenter, create the same exact baseline, tie the ESX for that particular vCenter, and then scan everything. So the hope here, of course, is it eliminates the amount of time it takes for you to do stuff, to prep stuff, right? And it also eliminates any kind of misconfigurations along the way. So the only thing you have to do left, of course, is to put a change request ticket in, get your management approval, make sure all the other teams are involved, and then you schedule and deploy the update at whatever interval you have. So folks, here are 3 examples of what Skyline Automation Toolkit does for you. There's a lot more, and I will show you more. But for the moment, here's what it does, all right?